How to build a thicker back. Do 3 exercises that are very good for building the thickness of the back. So remember, when you're doing any exercise that you're pulling in a horizontal position, right? You're pulling horizontally, you're building the thickness of the back, meaning you're growing this way to the back. When you look at yourself from the side, you're gonna be growing this way. When you're doing any exercise that you're pulling from a vertical position, in this plane right here, you're gonna be building your back towards the width. So how thick to the sides you look. In front of you, when you look at yourself in the mirror, how thick you look for this side, to this way, as opposed to this way. So 3 exercises that are very good for this. The first one is going to be the rack pulls. Rack pulls, I don't know if you have performed or seen what is a deadlift before, but it's essentially half of a deadlift, and you can really go heavy on this. So a deadlift, you usually go from point A to point B, where you're pulling from the ground being point A and all the way up holding the weight being point B. So you're essentially doing this for the deadlift. You're doing this right here. Now this is mainly going to target the lower back when you do the deadlift, but when you're doing the rack pulls and you're cutting the movement in half, you're essentially just doing this right here. This movement right here. This is a very short range of motion, but what it's going to do is going to target the muscles of the upper back. Okay, so it's a very good exercise, and it's going to build the thickness of the back. You will see that your muscle will start to pop out in a 3D type of way. So that's the first one. This is the rack pulls. The second one is going to be the bent over barbell rows. So bent over barbell rows are essentially that you can use the bar in the bench press or the ones in the squats or whatever. You're gonna get the back, and you're gonna keep your back straight. For all the exercise that I'm mentioning for the back, it's very important to keep your back straight. So you're gonna be bent over, and you're gonna be pulling like this. You're gonna be pulling like this. The bar is very important that you bring the bar to around your upper abdominals or your belly button. Okay, you're gonna be bringing the bar to that area right there. What that's going to do is going to target the spinal erectus, which are the muscles right next to your spinal cord, right? And all the muscles that are involved, like the rhomboids and all that stuff, that are involved in the thickness of the back. So the first one is the rack pulls. The second one is going to be the bent over rows, and the third one is mostly done isolated, but it's not an isolation movement. So you're gonna be doing the third exercise is called the dumbbell row, which is just like a barbell row, but instead you're using a dumbbell and you're doing one hand at a time. So again, keep your back straight. Hold yourself to the rack where the dumbbells are, or in a bench, right? And you're gonna be pulling like this. Essentially what you want to be doing is like a sort of movement as if you're bringing the dumbbell all the way to the front, and then you're pulling all the way to the back. Yeah, I see most people are doing this exercise wrong, where they're pulling straight from the bottom like this. But even though that it does target your back, it's not targeting efficiently. You want to be pulling from the front, like if it's like, imagine like if this is like a swing, and that way you're gonna be targeting the lower part of the lat as well. Okay, so you're gonna be focusing more. You're gonna be doing rack pulls. So you're gonna be doing bent over rows and dumbbell rows. Anytime you're doing a row, remember you're building a thickness of the back. Anytime you're doing a pull down or a pull up, you're doing more of the width of the back. In the description of the video, there's a link for a Telegram group that you can join for free. Get in there, ask me any questions that you like, and I will answer it for you. Remember to follow me on social media, and like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.